Ms. Kennedy has requested a private meeting, and I'm going to honor that request. I'm not going to disclose when the meeting will take place or where it will take place.
Are you definitely meeting with her today?
Again, I'm not going to disclose where the meeting will take place or when it will take place.
Did she tell you to clear your schedule?
She did not tell me to clear my schedule.
Why the meeting, Mayor?
Well, we had a good conversation a few days ago. Caroline Kennedy wanted to talk about her interest in the United States Senate. She wanted to talk about the issues that are important to people from Buffalo, Western New York, and upstate New York. And I told her I would be more than happy to speak with her about those issues.
Would you support her?
Well, she expressed interest. She indicated that she knew she was one of many very good candidates that were being considered for this position. So I think it's very early and extremely premature to make any expressions of support.
What about you? Do you want the job?
Excuse me?
Is she aware that you were being considered?
She did mention when we spoke that she was aware that my name had been mentioned very prominently and that I was being considered. We didn't really dwell on that too long.
Do you want it? Are you interested?
I'm not campaigning for the job. As I've indicated, I am very focused on Buffalo and moving Buffalo forward. I have a job as mayor of the city of Buffalo and have been very appreciative of the great support I've gotten from the residents of this community.
Not campaigning and being interested are two different things, though.
You know, if the governor was to reach out to me and say, are you interested, I would certainly say I would be interested in serving in a higher capacity where I could do even more for Buffalo, Western New York, and upstate New York.
Have you spoken to Andrew Cuomo? Has he reached out?
I speak to the Attorney General from time to time. We have not spoken about the United States Senate at all.
Do you think she's qualified?
I do think she's qualified for the position, but I think many people who have been mentioned are qualified for the position.
Do you think given her wealth and her ties to New York City, she could be sensitive to upstate and the need to get jobs here?
Well, again, during our conversation, one of the things that I stressed is that Buffalonians, Western New Yorkers, upstaters are going to be very interested in those issues. They're going to be very serious about the pocketbook issues. And the economy here is a major, major consideration. This community has been bypassed in many ways and overlooked in many ways when it comes to strengthening the economy. And I think any candidate for this position is going to have to convince people from Buffalo and Western New York and upstate New York that they are going to have the sensitivity, the skill, and the interest to focus on building the economy in this part of the state.
Do you think she has that?
At some point we are going to meet face to face and we will discuss that, and I will have a better idea of that when we meet face to face and we have the opportunity to speak in greater detail.
What's the one thing you want her to know? If she said, tell me one thing about Buffalo, what would it be? An issue?
I'm not going to be quizzing her or testing her about...
No. If she asks you one thing about Buffalo, what do you want her to know?
It's going to all come down to the economy. It's going to all come down to strengthening the economic climate in this part of the state, making sure that we are preserving the jobs that we have here, that we are helping companies to grow, and that new jobs are being created for the residents of Buffalo, Western New York, and upstate New York. So my focus is going to be on the economy, as it has been as mayor of the city of Buffalo, doing what we can do to help make a better climate for businesses to invest in this community.
If she
Last question.
If she asks for your support, for you to come out publicly for her, what would you say?
We're going to talk about that, I'm sure, and many other things. As I indicated, this is the governor's decision. The governor is the sole person that can decide who will be the U.S. Senator. If Senator Clinton is confirmed as Secretary of State, I hope and believe that that will happen, but I trust the governor's decision-making process. He is a very thorough person, and I think he's going to do his homework, and he will ultimately make the best decision for New Yorkers and for people throughout our country.